Hey guys, it's Katie here with Life in the Mundane. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about our morning basket time or circle time or morning time or whatever you want to call it. There's so many names out there. I have actually already done a video on this last year on what we did, but we've made some changes to how we are doing things. And so I wanted to do an updated video kind of sharing with you guys what that looks like for us and how I go about planning some of it and how you can benefit from some of my planning. So let's get started. Okay, so last year I will link a video up above and below for you guys on where you can find the video from last year and what we did. And I did like what we did last year, but it just proved to be a little bit more complicated than we could keep up with and caused us to take a lot of time up front. One thing that we did is we did like our history and our science and rotated through that in the morning. And the challenge with that was that I learned that my kids do a lot of their rest learning first thing in the morning. So it was better to do their reading and their math and things like that that took a lot more mental energy in the morning and save some of those other subjects for the afternoon. So what I've decided to do this year is to simplify things greatly. If you guys have seen my video on what we're doing for Bible, our kids will do their morning devotions before we start school, chores, breakfast, things like that. And then the first thing we do to start our school day is actually going to be morning playlist. If you guys have seen my Facebook page or my Instagram, you probably see me post about it. If you haven't, go check them out at Life in the Mundane. But what we do is we do a morning playlist. Every single day, they go downstairs, they go to YouTube, they go to my channel, and I post a morning playlist. And guess what? The awesome part is I post it for all of you guys too. So you guys can use it or tweak it or whatever if you want, and I'll talk about that here in just a second. But we start off the morning with a morning YouTube playlist. And this is simply a selection of around 10 songs or videos that I have found, and they're going to watch that for the entire month. They're going to watch that same playlist every single day, and then I change it out month to month. This has been a huge blessing. We started about midway last year, and it has been such a huge blessing to our schooling. I include things in there like a calendar time, days of the week things. I include sometimes some science facts, math facts, sight words, phonics songs, maybe the Pledge of Allegiance, things like that. Those are just some of the examples of things that I've included. But basically, this is a time to get a really fun, get their wiggles out, and really give them an opportunity to learn some things that are outside of our normal schoolwork or that are reinforcing things that I'm noticing they're struggling with. So anyways, this has been a great time for my kids. They go downstairs, they work on their morning playlist. That leaves mom available for about a 30-minute window after breakfast to either finish cleaning up the breakfast dishes, do my devotions, play with the babies, do some laundry, whatever it is. It gives me an opportunity to take a shower. But it gives me an opportunity to kind of get ready for the school day. So it's not like, from the second a mom wakes up, they're on. And this gives me just a 30-minute breather to kind of get my thoughts together before we jump into the school day. And so they go and do that playlist. The rules are they have to stick to just the playlist and not watch anything else. And they take that time. They have to sing along. There are some, I usually end the playlist with a song that's sort of a fun song that they can dance to, so they can get up and dance, and that's okay as long as they are trying to sing and learn along with this. My purpose for this is, like I said, to cover some of those things that they're not getting covered in other places, but also my purpose in this is to just expose them to a lot of things. I don't test them on this material. I don't go over this material necessarily outside of morning time playlist, but you would be shocked at how much my children have just absorbed from watching these same songs over and over again. Songs is a great way to learn different things, and so it's been really neat and fun to see what they've learned from that. So then they'll come up for the day, and we will do our actual Bible time. And again, I made a video about that, but we will do our Investigating God's Word Bible study with them. We're going through the book of Acts. We'll review some of our memory work and our catechism flashcards. We'll go over those things together as a family, and we will sing a hymn. We sing one hymn every month. It stays the same. And again, it's the same thing like the playlist. I'm not trying to quiz them and make sure they know it all or that they understand everything in it. We're just going to keep singing it. And I usually take a line or two every single time and just explain a little bit about what that means. But I'm not going to go real in depth. Sometimes, we might look up something on the history of the story, but typically we're just singing that. this gives us a time to like recenter, refocus, and come together, be in God's Word before we go out and start our school day. I also have found this time to be really helpful to just read, not do our actual read aloud time, because we typically will do a book and we'll read for 30 minutes or more at a time. I find that's easier to do in the afternoon when they need to be more quiet and calm, and instead during this time I might find a fun book from the library, just a picture book, and read it with them. It also gives a little input into the littles before we start our school day, something that's more at their level that they can enjoy and kind of fill that bucket up before we go on to school. But doing that has been really, really, really helpful for us, and I really think that simplifying it in this way is going to be the best thing for our family. So one thing that we are doing different this year is our morning playlist is where we start our school day. But sometimes that can be hard to get kids corralled together to do their morning playlist because they're all off doing chores, or the ones who are done with their chores are just playing until school starts and things like that. So we're kind of all over the house right before we're ready to start school. So we're going to shoot for around the same time every day, but that can change definitely. But I read the idea and loved the idea of starting each day out with a song. So I'm still deciding which song I want to do, but I'm going to pick a song to start out the morning, something peppy and upbeat that gets everybody excited, and I'm going to send it out and play it on Alexa. I can set a timer and say, Alexa, play this song all throughout the house, and it will go. We have one on an Echo Dot on all 3 floors of our house, and it'll go out. When that song goes on, the kids know that they need to come downstairs and be ready for morning playlist. By the time that song is over, they need to be ready to start their morning playlist. And this is a great way to not start the morning with me yelling for them to come downstairs and to come here, and to not have to raise my voice. We start on a happy note. We start on a calm and fun note, and they can get started with their day without me having to be their timekeeper. And I could set in a timer to do this every single day, but because I know life's going to happen, instead I'm just choosing to set that each morning, so that if something comes up when we're not starting until earlier or later, we can do that. So that will be our morning time. It's going to be super simple. I know that you probably have seen ideas on doing poetry time or history flashcards or an art study, and I want to encourage you that there is nothing wrong with that. If you are at the point in time in your life where that is beneficial to you, then I think that's great, and I would encourage you to go for it. And we may go back to adding more into our morning basket time, but right now I think the best thing is for us to start the morning together, start it in God's Word, and to have that morning time where they're doing their YouTube playlist, for them to learn these extras. This is a great time. That's really, honestly, I'll have poems in there sometime, and some fun things like that. So what does this mean for you guys? How can this help you with your planning? Other than giving you an idea of how we do it, I do post these morning playlists every single month. So I'll have a June morning playlist. I will share it on my Facebook page on the first Tuesday of the month. That's my guarantee, is that I will do that. But almost always I have it already done on the first day of the month. So Tuesday might not be till the 5th day of the month. I will post it then on Facebook, but it is usually already live on YouTube. And if it's not, you can feel free to shoot me a message, because I might have forgotten. But usually my kids keep me pretty straight on this. What I love about this and sharing it with you guys is you can use it as is. You can also use it for ideas. So you can take that playlist and you can edit out different videos and switch it out for different things that you want. If there are things that you wish that were added, or maybe I had put in there working on your 7's timetable song, and your kids are kind of past that point. They don't need to work on multiplication anymore. Then maybe you want to put in something else. So there's just a lot of different flexibility with that. Also this year, I'm just throwing this out as an idea. I'm not sure I'm ready to commit to it yet, but you guys will be the first to hear it. I'm contemplating making 2 separate playlists. Right now I have a 1st grader, 3rd, a 4th grader, and then I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. And so far, I just have one playlist, and for the most part, it is geared more towards the older kids, although I do occasionally throw in something for my 1st grader that she can learn, because she can also benefit from the things that the older kids do. I am contemplating doing a younger playlist. I don't know if I will switch that out once a month, or if I will switch that out maybe once a quarter or something, because the younger ones can handle the repetition a lot more, and they need the repetition more. But I've contemplated doing more of a pre-K to first grade kind of playlist that does more numbers and shapes and things like that, maybe basic manners, things like that. So I've contemplated doing that. If that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, definitely let me know in the comments below. I love to hear you guys' ideas. And basically, I just make this for my kids and put it out there for you guys. I realize it may not be exactly what you need, but my hope is it gives you a starting point, a jumping off point, an idea of videos that are good quality, child appropriate, that you guys can get ideas from and use. So I hope this video has been helpful, and I hope that you guys are having a great school year or getting ready to start a great school year. Morning time can be such a great time to get together and gather together to start your day off on the right note. And I know that there are so many different ways to do it. I cannot wait to hear what you guys are doing, and I can't wait to talk to you guys later. Bye.